Hello, it's Terrance Barnes again, and today is Pokemon Day, alright? So, I've been thinking about this for a while, about doing a video based on me as a Pokemon trainer, and by the end of it, for present day sakes, I will be known as Champion TPB. Now, you know, I was born in 1984, so I grew up during middle school when Pokemon came out initially, in the States anyway, and I wasn't fortunate enough to have it on Game Boy to start it off with the originals, but I was able to start with Gold and Silver and then go on up into the 5th generation until I got tired of this shit. So I know a lot of things about generations 1 through 5. I might have forgotten like a major amount of stuff over the years because I haven't kept up with it, but I made up this character a long time ago, 1997, and her code name was Pokemon Fiend, and she had Monster as a superpower, and her category was Pokemon, and she could harness any of the Pokemon she wanted to. And I would draw like different outfits, different costumes for her, and you know, I was having a good time and whatnot. It was great. It was one generation, so not that many Pokemon, and then 2 came out, so I drew her a Hot Pip, whatever the Pokemon name is, Hain Japanese name, and I was just having all kinds of fun back then in 1997. Pokemon Fiend is still a character in one of my stories, but she is no longer known as Pokemon Fiend because I ain't got time, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo wouldn't let me buy the rights and do anything I want to when it comes to my stories, because as you know, I have adulterated stories with a lot of adulterated themes, and it's not for children at all, alright? And Pokemon Fiend is just an awesome idea I had, and it was great times. But later on in life, after college times, I had a group on Facebook called the Pokemon Free Giveaways. So what I would do, I would collect things like, you know, the event Pokemon from Toys R Us and things like that, and I would just, you know, pass it to kids around the world who didn't have the luxury of going to Toys R Us and getting it, and any other means of getting it. So eventually I was giving out I was cloning event Pokemon, giving them out to everybody. If somebody asked for a specific Pokemon, I would also do that, trick the game into getting EV stats, IV stats, and things like that, giving them legit Pokemon to work with, and then they would breed with those Pokemon and then make their own top tier list, so to speak. And I had a good time with free Pokemon giveaways. I was giving it out to a lot of kids and things like that, giving out Pokemon to a lot of grown folks as well. And I still have Pokemon Coliseum, which is up to 4 generations on the Nintendo Wii, and I still play that routinely. It depends on how I'm feeling. Like if I'm just in the mood to chill, be up and dancing, and I'll be having some music on and playing Pokemon Coliseum, going through the whole survival mode. And I have at least 2 legendaries on the team, and the rest of them are on 3 high tiers and 1 low tier, and it'll make survival mode kind of normal to go through instead of just being easy, like having all legendary Pokemon, or hard by having all lower tier Pokemon. And I remember one time I went with all legendary Pokemons, but it took forever to get through 100 fights. I was like, I think I stopped at 60. I was like, I'm tired of this. These Pokemon have way too much HP. I'm tired of timing it just right so I can get everybody healed for the next match. It was just a lot of it was just very challenging going through that survival mode with 100 Pokemon, well, with legendary level Pokemon. But anything else, I didn't like the Pokemon choices that they made for Smash Brothers. Pikachu is one of the most annoying characters of all time. Jigglypuff, I don't understand. I mean, I like Jigglypuff, but you know, it would have been better if Wigglytuff and Raichu was in Smash Brothers from the jump. It would have been Mewtwo was a great choice. A great choice. Pichu, I fucking loathe Nintendo for their damn choice. I swear. I was the first one in line at Best Buy back in the day in Spartanburg, South Carolina to get the GameCube. I was waiting for Smash Brothers hard, just like any other nerd back in junior high school times. I was ready, I was amped. Super Smash Bros. Melee, it was gonna be motherfucking gravy. Pichu, nope, not gravy at all. No. The whole roster was fucking bullshit. But Pichu was a bad choice. Mewtwo, great. Pikachu, no. Jigglypuff, nah. Greninja, yes. Inferno, no. Pokemon Trainer, yes. Team Rocket would have been great, especially if they would have had a Meowth, a Delibird, and a Toxicroak. Think about it. Sceptile needs to be on Smash Brothers, but Nintendo just obviously don't have the innovative smarts to think outside the box like that and be like, oh, we don't have a standalone grass type starter Pokemon. I think we should put Sceptile in Smash Brothers. I don't think they have ever had that conversation. Smash Brothers, half of the roster is a lost cause. The other half, I can go on and on about that, but the Pokemon choices in Smash Brothers has been a whirlwind. Alright? A very low down whirlwind. But moving right along to Champion TPB. Let's get into it, alright? All kinds of information. So, I was born in year 2038 in the Pokémon Universe. I embarked on my adventure in 2048. Being 10 years old, and right now in that universe it is year 2082. That will make me 35 years old like I am today. So my birthplace is Lavender Town, Johto, residing in the mansion of Paigos. It'll be explained later, but I was adopted. Parents would be Spence Bayneaux as the father, Sanzu Izinix as the mother. They had a biological son, Sion Bayneaux, and then they adopted 3 other children with me, Sion Marquis, Arace Dolton, and Ophelia Justice. So in the earlier life, as gods of universes, they are welcome to carry on about their handling of their universe. Arceus was asked by the parents of Terrance Barnes to find him a suiting home in the Pokemon Universe. Arceus moved space and time to place Terrance in an orphanage close to Lavender Town, then compelled a couple to take him in. A couple of strippers who were enjoying a sexual life of pleasing voyeurs but were rich because of the invention of the colored Pokeballs. Balls where you can alter the color of them for whatever reason trainers want. Their empire started off rudimentary wise but quickly could afford to live the life they've always wanted, which was to resurrect Lavender Town and make it a wonderful place again by building a mansion there, then building a civilization up, if I can talk right. Slowly but surely, Lavender Town became booming after they made the final installments on their mansion. For 5 years, Lavender Town received great upgrades, then Spence and Sanzu decided to upgrade the entire terrain. Over the years, they decided to finally procreate. They had a son by themselves and didn't want him growing up alone. They adopted 4 other kids, sparking controversy, but it went through anyway because of Arceus. The 5 damn near newborns grew up in tumultuous harmony and bonded to the point of forever over their insane lives. The 5 of them became great Pokémon champions, most notably Terrance Barnes, after a Pokémon Tournament when he beat out his brothers and sisters. Because of the 5 of them becoming 5 champions in their own race at the ages of 19, this brought more attention to the dismal Lavender Town, giving it more of a buzz to the point it was renamed Lavender City after their world tournament. Despite becoming champions, Terrance had a superpower that allowed him to teach Pokemon human tongue. His 6 starter Pokemon, Cleffa, Axew, Totodile, Ghastly, Elekid, and Trico, all were blessed with human tongue. Retained their abilities as they evolved as well and still speaks human. Because of this ability, his siblings had 6 starter Pokemon that were also human speaking capable. All 5 of them used all 6 of their talking Pokemon in a world tournament that made them famous. Terrance lives with a secret though. He has been trying to move the ether of reality to change the stats of growth of lesser Pokemon to match legendary Pokemon. His first quest was to have multiple legendary Pokemon procreate. Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos, Uxie, Azelf, Mesprit, Registea, Regirock, Rayquaza, Kyogre, Groudon, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Genesect, Rayquaza, Suicune, Terrakion, Cobolion, Keldeo, and Virizion, to name some examples. Arceus is the only legendary that keeps saying fuck that shit no matter how many times Terrance finds him. And I find him a lot, alright? Arceus can't get away from me. And guess what I did? I got Latios and Latias to procreate several baby forms of them. So I had them all. I had all kinds of ways of getting across the whole planet with so many Latias and Latios, and they gave me some kind of whistle to summon their children, and they would just fly me across the planet quickly. It was fucking great. It was fast. I could feel the wind on my bald head. It was wonderful, just going through each follicle of my bed. It was great. But Arceus is mad that he made several Arceus is upset that I made several Latios and Latias so I can get across the planet, and it would be hilarious to anyone else that knew, but Arceus is always rolling his eyes at Terrance whenever he comes around with a basket and baby stuff. But the last time I had Arceus in a casual quandary because Terrance said, "You carried me as a baby, right?" Literally asked him that. You can teach me how to carry baby ewes. Arceus' expression was wilding, but during that wilding expression, Terrance also added, "My Beedrill is stronger than all of them, and I want you to make him stronger. I've been dealing with universal travel lately, thanks to your pals Palkia, Giratina, and Dialga. I have a feeling you can change the lives of all of the Pokemon." And there you have it, Terrance trying to get Arceus to say all of the Pokemon wrong is right. And with me saying that, that means I wanted Beedrills to be as powerful as Groudons, alright? And throughout my whole life of being in the Pokemon universe, that's what I was focused on. I was focused on making every Pokemon godlike, and I spent so many years in labs. I was a damn biologist, a pokeologist, all kinds of stuff, and I was just trying to figure out ways to do it, and the only way to do it is to go to a guide, right? So every time I found Arceus and whatever theory I had in mind that would make all Pokemon the same stat wise, it revolved around legendary Pokemon having, legendary Pokemon procreating. And if they procreated as much as the other Pokemon procreated, then it will be even across the field, right? So my whole stance of being in a Pokemon world was to balance it all out, and that's it. And I've been having fun with that fantasy for fanfic fantasy for years, and it's always been that way, and it changes every time every generation come out. But since I stopped at Generation 5, no longer buying any of the Pokemon games, shut down the Pokemon free giveaway group, basically don't even partake in anything Pokemon except for Smash Brothers and Pokemon Coliseum. It just stops at Generation 5, but it's all good. I have fun with Pokemon, and like Nelly Furtado said, all good things come to an end. But the honorable mentions of other favorite Pokemon, which will be on the image, right? It's in no specific order, but Illumise, Toxicroak, Wigglytuff, Zapdos, Rayquaza, Regice, Poliwrath, Ursaring, Ferret, Dragonite, Excelgar, Typhlosion, Blastoise, Electrode, Starmie, Latios, Porygon Z, Glalie, Cryogonal, Bisharp, Houndoom, Metagross, Delibird, Jumpluff, Chandelier, Victory Bell, and Hydreigon are all some of my all-time favorite Pokemon. And that'll be it. Hope you enjoyed me as a Pokemon trainer video. And yes, I think incredulously big when it comes to things like fanfics and whatnot. So if you can see me doing it in the Pokemon world, then kudos to you for having the imagination as well. But until the next time, I'll be cooking up other videos pertaining to my actual stories. I might do a fanfic, like the first one for Spiral the Dragon. I think that might be next, but I also want to do a video pertaining to the characterization of story number 11 remix. I want to talk about one of the main characters, Balleria, Ballsy Cavassier. She is a lovely thing, and a characterization sheet will open up to a lot of other things in the story, and it'll help you understand my writing style, my creative style, and things like that.